So hello guys, today we are making a video from the startup and takeoff at Vienna, and we are flying to Palma de Mallorca. Today we are at stand Foxtrot 27 and just receiving our final load sheet and comparing the figures, and just switch the flight attendant
looking here
a little bit quieter. So 0 watt now, F7.0, and the 0 watt CT is 33.1. Okay.
Departure check completed. Bypass being inserted.
B4 start checklist.
Cockpit prep. Completed. Gear pins and covers.
Removed.
Signs.
On auto.
ADIRS.
NAV.
Fuel quantity.
8,160 kilograms.
Takeoff data.
Set.
Barrow ref.
1016 set.
1016 set. Down to the line.
During Sticky Alpha, request pushback. Starter push removed to Kilo Alpha. Below the line.
Windows and doors.
Closed.
Closed. Econ.
On.
Are you sure about that? Fslabs.
Oops. Idle. Idle.
Parking brake.
Set.
Before start checklist.
Parking brake. Commencing push. All engines clear. Started with.
Okay, a little bit busy as always if it go to startup time. So safety briefing is still ongoing on the cabin, but we have short taxi route, so I decided they should start now. And engines are clear to start, so ignition start, waiting until we reach 30 psi. And starting engine 2.
For takeoff, please adjust the backrest of your seat in upright position and pull up the table. Please note
We
that
are flying Eurowings today. Gorgeous aircraft. A320 CFM engines. Pushback. Basic beast. We have fuel flow about 15-20 seconds, that's good. CFM engines. And away. Starting engine 1. And of course we are not having to switch to fuel pumps, but that's no problem, engines will still run with. The wing view looks gorgeous. At Vienna today, because of the coronavirus, there are only this terminal is open, the Pier North, how it's called. Park brake set. Of course, looking that the pressure goes up for the brakes. Doing the after start flow. My flow will be mode normal, APU bleed off, APU master off, and status page. Ecam status packs 1 pin up, that's normal, will be soon available. After start checklist.
Anti-ice.
Off.
Ecam status.
Check.
Unlocking
Pitch trim.
31% set.
Rudder trim.
0.
After start checklist complete.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass being
Flight control check.
Full up. Full down. Neutral. Full left. Full right. Neutral.
Ground is clear. Rudder.
Full left.
Left is
Full
clear.
right.
Right
Neutral.
is clear.
So now the first officer will proceed his flight control check. He will have to make the send
Full up.
the same. But the I don't have to say full up, full down, because this is proceeded so-called silent. And I will ask for taxi. During Circular Alpha, request taxi. During Circular Alpha, taxi at point runway 16 via Whiskey, QNH 1016. Clear left side.
Clear right side.
Putting some thrust is needed for the CFM engines to start to roll. That's normal. On an A320, which is not heavy on IAE engines, I would not apply any thrust. Especially, of course, on an A319, you don't need any thrust for taxi. Brake check.
Pressure 0.
And because we are not having a long taxiway, I would say that we start the checklist right now.
Hello, it's Nolan. Let's cabin secure for takeoff. Thank you.
Okay, cabin ready. We got an ECAM message, cabin ready. It's the old ECAM logic, so you will not have this on the checklist for takeoff, you will have it on the right hand side. And now, before takeoff checklist.
Flight controls.
Checked.
Checked. Flight instruments.
Checked.
Checked. Briefing.
Confirmed.
Flap setting.
Config 1 plus F.
Config 1 plus F. E1, ER, E2, flex temp.
154, 154, 154, flex temp 66.
E1, 154, ER, 154, E2, 154, flex temp 6 degrees, ATC.
Set.
ECAM manual.
Takeoff, no blue.
Down to the line.
Okay, just taxi now to the runway. And I think we can report ready soon, because everything's fine. And one thing to say, you only should maximum turn 90 degrees at about 10 knots ground speed. You shouldn't apply more speed than that into a 90 degree corner. This one is totally okay with about 10 to 15 knots, but you shouldn't be faster than that. And this is important on an A321. I say you should go only 10 knots of any turn, because it can be dangerous. And at Vienna you have to be really careful. There are so many exits. We have to taxi on Whiskey to the holding point runway 16. During Circular Alpha, clear takeoff runway 16. We are clear takeoff runway 16, that's good. We can put the strobe lights to on.
Approach path clear of traffic.
First officer will perform now his takeoff flow. He will switch TCAS on.
Cabin crew, be seated for takeoff.
Makes a PA for the cabin that they know we are takeoff now. And below the line.
Takeoff runway.
Confirmed.
Confirmed. Cabin crew.
Advised.
TCAS.
TARA.
Engine mode selector.
Normal.
Pax.
Off.
Before takeoff checklist complete.
Okay. We are lining up runway 16. We have to confirm that we are on runway 16. That is the case. 16. Of course, watching at the TCAS that there is no inbound traffic. Clear left side.
Clear right side.
We're performing rolling takeoff, so we can switch everything on. So we don't switch packs off. Ready?
A-firm.
Take off. Okay, 50% thrust, to see if the engines run stable. Man flex 66 SAS runway Alpha Blue.
Thrust set.
Checked.
Be aligned.
Slightly pitch up.
Positive climb.
Gear up. Nav.
Checked. Gear up.
We got nav, so we follow now the nav route to the right. Soon. This one is an air-nav departure, so you have waypoints and you don't need to put any radio. Thrust climb.
Checked.
Continue climb level 240 We have thrust climb, so this is now the acceleration. So we put about 10 degrees pitch and accelerate to so-called S speed. S speed is the speed where the sleds may be retracted if you have a positive speed band. So if we are going now to S speed, we can retract. That's right turn. I will fly this manually to about 7,000 feet. So S speed. We have no speed constraint anymore. During circular alpha, direct to route pad. So we are clear to direct to route pad. So insert this. Flaps 0.
Speed checked. Flaps 0.
Okay, reaching now green dot speed, and then we can climb. After takeoff climb checklist.
Landing gear.
Up.
Flaps.
Retracted.
Packs.
On.
Down to the line.
Okay. Now we are over green dot speed. We have to fly to 50 knots until, of course, 10,000 feet. It's gorgeous outside. Beautiful weather. We have had a takeoff, I think, about, let's say, how many degrees we had? It's 27 degrees, and today I think that we're over 30 degrees, so it's getting hot. Okay, 6,000. And we will open climb, alt blue, and autopilot 1 on. Autopilot 1.
Checked.
Okay, now autopilot 1 is flying towards Palma de Mallorca. We have now thrust climb, open climb nav. So thrust climb means we are climbing, our engines are at climb notch, so thrust lever on climb, and we continue with this amount of thrust to our cruising altitude, which is today 36,000 feet. That's it. Open climb means we don't, the aircraft will climb at climb thrust without any altitude constraints. If there were
Barrel.
standard set.
Standard set. After takeoff, climb checklist complete.
Okay, we are on cruise flight now, and as you can see, we are close to our top of descent, which is about 5 nautical miles, but we want to reach an thrust idle descent and not follow the given profile up there. So we can see we have about 121 track miles, so we have to calculate how many miles we need. So we are at flight level 360 and Palma de Mallorca is about 0 feet above mean sea level, so we can leave that and we take 360 times by 3, so we got 120. But we have crosswind about 30 degrees, 13 knots from the front, so we can take -1 or -2, so we can descend at about 118 nautical miles. That's the case now, so I think now it's good to descend, and let's descend to 4,000 feet. So we have thrust idle, open descent, alt blue, and we will put in cost index 0 for descent. That's more fuel efficient because we have less speed, so less drag, so it's more fuel efficient. And now we have to watch, you know, this blue thing means that we are at the 4,000 feet just before the runway, and so you can see how long it takes to descend. Now it's gone, so actually it would be behind our route, so that's no problem because you can see we are at 240. We still need a bit more vertical speed to accelerate, so I will put it by now and I would leave it by now, and maybe we need later on some spoilers, but not yet, because the worst thing is what you can do is to put some spoilers in right now, and then at the end you have to apply thrust that you can reach your current speed, and that's not good. Then you can leave your spoilers in and do not extend it. So we are in descent right now. I will take seat belts back on again, that the cabin can walk and the cabin is ready for
Meine Damen
land.
und Herren, wir haben die Reiseflughöhe verlassen.
I will
Bitte achten Sie darauf, dass Sie
I will
Ihr
be
Gepäck
back
sicher
at about
verstauen.
20 nautical
Prüfen Sie, dass
miles,
Ihr Sicherheitsgurt geschlossen
and
ist,
then
sich Ihren
I will
elektronischen Unit im Flugmodus befinden, bis Sie unsere
try to
endgültige Parkposition
land
erreicht haben und
as
Sie
good
Anschlagzeichen
as
erwischt sind.
possible
Stellen Sie Ihre Sitze in eine aufrechte Position
in the
und klappen Sie die
touchdown
Tische
zone,
ein.
middle of the
Vielen
runway.
Dank.
And if it's smooth at the
Ladies and
end,
gentlemen,
it will
we have left our
good,
cruising altitude.
because we have to
Make
leave
sure that
the
you have stored
runway
your hand luggage
at
safely.
Sierra
Check that your
2.
seatbelt is fastened and
We
that
have
your
enough
electronic
landing
devices are in
distance
flight
to
mode
land on
until we reach
altimeter
our final
below.
parking position and this.
Okay, we are now on the ILS, on the localizer for the runway 24 left, Yankee,
Checked.
and we have lock star,
Checked.
so we can continue on the profile. So we have to decelerate to our green dot speed, so that means the approach phase is already active. So we put approach mode on and have cut 3 dual, light slope star, speed.
Checked.
So we are now on the 3-degree glide path down to the runway. We are still in clean config, so no flaps and flat set. Looking on outside view, it's beautiful, the scenery.
Checked.
It's from, I don't know,
Confirm.
okay, glide slope. And of course we try to have as less thrust as possible. We have about 34-35% now to
Passing final approach fix. 4000
Check.
feet.
and flaps 1.
Speed checked. Flaps 1.
Okay, flaps 1. That means in the air only slats are extended, not the flaps.
Cabin crew take seats for landing.
Now aircraft will reach S speed, and the S speed is the speed that we can fly if we have slats extended. Flaps 2.
Speed checked. Flaps 2.
And now we have to be careful that we are not overshooting. We're at speed band, but of course we are not doing it. And now you notice that
2500.
because we are that fast, the aircraft needs a pitch down.
Hi, it's Norman. Yep, that's the cabin secure for landing. See you in the ground, bye.
Norman, thank you very much. Greetings to Berlin. Gear down.
Gear down.
2000.
Okay, manual first. Manual flight. So, we have to be careful that we are stable. At 1000 feet we have to be stable. Laps 3. Laps 3.
Speed checked. Flaps 3.
Laps 4.
Speed checked. Flaps 4. Cabin crew, be seated for landing.
We are just about to make it. And that's the most efficient way you can descend on the airport.
Check.
Landing checklist.
Cabin crew,
Advised.
auto thrust.
Off.
Off brake.
Low. 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 Medium.
Decam nano.
Landing.
1000.
Landing checklist complete.
Yeah, I don't know why it doesn't recognize my low button. Okay, let's fly pitch and power. And that's why I turn the auto thrust always off when I'm disconnecting the autopilot. So. Now following the glide path down to the runway. Wind slightly from left.
Checked.
Okay. At 400 feet you will see the combined
Checked.
mode land at the top of the, or let's say the FMA.
500.
Too wide, too
400.
right. It's okay. Land.
Checked.
Now you have land. Everything
100
looks
above.
good.
Minimum.
Continue.
Checked.
Not going under the glide path here. Ah, that
100.
looks perfect.
50, 40, 30, 20, retard 10, 5,
Spoilers. Reverse green. Peace out.
Okay. Slightly put some stick forward. And of course we have to use only idle
17 knots.
checked manual braking. Only idle reverse is allowed here at Palma de Mallorca with this aircraft. Of course, if the runway is wet, you can of course use max reverse, but it's very common to use idle reverse because of the noise abatement procedures here. We can use Sierra 2 to the right. Not going too fast on the high-speed turnoff here. Okay. after landing checklist. So he will do his after landing checklist silent. Yeah. Okay. And we are taxi to gate, let's say 62. So we have to get the APU running, not taxi too fast, because we need the APU to be on. It's a short taxi route here, so you have to be careful that you don't switch off engines with APU not available. But it's already looking good. 18 seconds. APU avail? Not yet. APU avail. Taxi light off. We will switch the taxi light off and we'll turn in down here. Stand 62 at Palma de Mallorca and bringing some people back. Okay. I don't have any indications on this. Stop right here. Engines off.
Cabin crew, all doors in park.
And now we are at Palma de Mallorca, and now passenger will begin boarding. We have one checklist left. Parking checklist.
APU lead.
On.
Engines.
Off.
Seatbelts.
Off.
Exterior lights.
Off.
Fuel pumps.
Off.
Parking brake and shocks.
Set.
Parking checklist complete.
So that was our flight to Palma de Mallorca. I hope you enjoyed it. Maybe you can learn some things, and I hope that we see us again soon. And of course, don't get ill, stay healthy. I wish you all the best. Thank you very much, and bye bye.